have a view, a vision. This is something for me that's touched me as a child when these bad experiences were happening, and I said to my father, God will save me. He said, there's no such thing as God.
When will I be good enough to live my life and be free?
I think it's the place.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, it is. It is the place. It is such a wonderful place.
When will I dance?
You know, we have to meet people where they're at.
We're here at the Mary McKillop Centre in Sydney, and we've been staying here for the last few days, 2 days in fact. We've had a fantastic time staying here. I stayed here before about 3 years ago, twice now, on my own healing journey around the world. And very kindly you've agreed to be filmed today and to share with us this beautiful venue here in Sydney, which is tucked away in quite an unusual position in North Sydney, surrounded by commerce, really.
It is. It's the business centre of Sydney.
Yeah, which is,
Yes.
and there's this little enclave that's here
Yes.
with these beautiful gardens and grounds.
Yes, yes. This place is called Mary McKillop Place. When the sisters decided to open it to the public in the 90s, they were looking for a name for this site. And there are a number of people from the community that were involved in that consultation. And one of them was an Indigenous person who said, why are you asking that question? This is where Mary lived, this is where Mary died, so it's Mary's place. So that's how it's got its name, Mary McKillop Place. So it is we call it a place of pilgrimage, a place where people can come, on whatever journey of life they're on, if people are open to the possibilities of whatever happens to them while they're here.
We'd love to have a tour in a moment now and just have a
so
look
let's
around
wander
it.
through. We'll go through the
Great.
lodge.
Yep. Mary McKillop is the first and only saint of Australia.
She is.
Yeah.
She died here in the cottage. This cottage was given to her by Dean Kenny, a priest. At the time, she and the sisters were working down at the Rocks area, and the accommodation wasn't large enough, so he gave her this property. During her time, if you can imagine, that building was a chapel. That was a chapel. So we might just wander around here.
Yeah. May we have a look
Yes,
inside
come
the
through.
chapel? Is that
Yes.
possible?
This is a garden that we've just recently tissied up a little bit. It's called the Reconciliation Garden, and it's just an acknowledgement of the Indigenous people that we have. We have 2 letters of apology here, one written by our congregational leader at the time to the Indigenous people and the hurts that have happened, because the Indigenous have been really been mistreated over the years of the history of Australia, and also the letter of apology from Kevin Rudd, the Prime Minister at the time, where
So
that letter was there.
powerful, isn't it?
And so it's just sort of to say, yes, we do work with the Indigenous people, and we do acknowledge that this land is where the Camaragal people lived many years before Mary McKillop did, and so we just keep that connection going. So it's just
Very
a
important.
nice, peaceful little garden.
That's miraculous.
Yeah.
That's miraculous in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
That
just-
nature is so
Yeah.
stunning, isn't it?
Yes, yes. So
And it's so beautifully done everywhere. I mean, the artwork that's on the walls about the missions is
that's stunning. Yes,
it
it's
is.
quite beautiful.
gorgeous.
Now, in our journey through the museum, it tells a story. So that Mary's life story, the works that she set up, some of the works, not all of them, but some of them, the challenges that she had, and a little bit about her family and her life. So we have 3 galleries of her museum, and part of which is the Alma Cottage, which I mentioned before, where she lived and died, and then we move into her tomb.
Yeah.
We're here in the Mary McKillop Memorial Chapel. This was built a few years after she died, and Mother Baptista recognised that Mary McKillop and the sisters that were with Mother Baptista at the time, that this was a woman that had special qualities, and so although her body was buried at Gore Hill, about 3 kilometres away from here, she had decided with her group that they would build this chapel and bring her body back here. The chapel was built and paid for by 1914, which was amazing for that time and place, but the donations and generosity of people and those who knew Mary were just, abounding. This is a place where people come, pray, and yes, find some consolation, to be of service, so that they can also experience what Mary would hope that they would experience by coming here. That it is a special place.
It's wonderful. All that's happening around the world is really wonderful, and to document it and to create a platform is a great thing to be doing. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the opportunity too, and I'm glad that you've been able to share a little bit of our corner of the world, and hopefully we'll continue in Mary's legacy and creating places of love and acceptance. Yeah.